As I heard so-called minister preach last Sunday, before Apple, he spoke about people's crying in church. Don't come here crying in my church or this and that. You just want somebody to pity you. He's right. But yet at the same time, he is wrong. In the book of Solomon, as God spoken to us concerning all matters of wisdom, he tells you there is a time and a season for all things. If a man is in a synagogue or a cathedral or church where there is a teacher and Bob teaching them the word of God, then you don't want nobody falling around crying all over everything like a chicken with his head cut off. You don't want nobody there, because when the teacher gets through teaching, what have he learned? He have not learned but interfered with other peoples in this part, being taught the word of God from learning by them watching him with his head, like a chicken with his head cut off. Wisdom. We must understand wisdom first. But there's time when other peoples in other places of different settings, where they are moved by the word of God, who have understanding, and they jump around and rejoice with a joyful noise, with tears running out of their eyes, because they know there is a deliverance sent by God, that our God still lives. Remember the words of Solomon. Everything has a season. How can we complain about a man jumping over here in Revelations, rejoicing of the Lord because they understand what the word of God speaking to us saying? That don't mean he's wrong or he is right. He is rejoicing, making a rejoiceful noise in what the ministry is preaching. But over here in this part, where a teacher of the divine word, making disciples of men, as it was commanded of him to do so, this man over here jumping like a chicken with his head cut off, interfering with those who have not learned. So that in the end of the day, even though he thinks that he has raised a good awareness by jumping all over the place, you're in the wrong place and in the wrong time, because you're in the wrong season. This is what I'm going to bring out by these things posted behind me as Charles. We must know what season it is. So if you should be in a season where they're crying and rejoicing of the Lord, don't go to the place where they are teaching the gospel, because the teaching of the gospel just as important as to that man who is not learned than him who have learned. Because you're in the wrong season, and being in the wrong season could cause you to be in the wrong place. Well, there was something I heard the other day on TV news, and It's something that we all have shouted, even in different formats. We all have shouted and saying these things. The seasons of words. This congresswoman, as I believe she was speaking to professor, she said, we don't want to be found in the category where the tail is wagging the dog. Where the dog's supposed to be wagging the tail, here we got the tail wagging the dog. This is a setting that we all have been shouting out throughout our links. What she's talking about, the mindset of those who have a brain, let the brain of the mind speak the wisdom. Let the brain of the mind be in the dog. Don't place the category where the man's supposed to be shouting. He is not shouting and praising God, and the man supposed to be learned is not standing, holding his tongue and listening. But we got somebody shouting all over the place. And when the end of the day comes, the season have passed the man who tried to learn. And the season also have passed the man who shouted, because either of the two is in a different setting. Because this becomes the formality of where the tail is wagging the dog. Let me give you more clarity of what I'm talking about. The wolf, the lion, and the fox, and the vineyard. We have to consider the greater of the three in their season. I'm trying to put this in perspective for you to understand where the tail wagging dog. God set man's up and he tear down as being the leaderships of this earth. But when they come in and don't comply with the rules and regulations that God set for them and the standards upon which they are to bear prophecy of the Word of God, God tear them down. In these turbulent times, for we have had the first black president of the United States of America, a great nation in the earth who God have elevated above the earth. He sent him in to tear down and reconstruct that which God have placed in America as fruit, but is not yielding the true meanings of fruit in the United States of America. It has done the things that all sinister-minded white men have done before he have the effect came. But yet God chose him as a vessel to show you that he is no different than the white man. Well, President Bush created more atrocities, more genocides, and God ripped him, that white man, from the standards of which he lived. Placed his black man there. But this man came in there not by his own power, but as a vessel of the tail wagging the dog. The tail is not there. He is the head. And as the tail wags the dog, he bumps the dog's head and he loses his composure and his brain wave begin to fail because his tail is slinging him against every